He stands in at 5'8" tall, weighing in at 145 ready pounds, making his amateur debut, Isaac Barahona. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Chris Garrity, Taylor Starling with you for our third mixed martial arts amateur contest of the evening. And as Taylor shouted to me right before I put my headset on, she is excited about this fight. Isaac Barahona is her guy. She is looking for some big things to come out, but he is fighting against a tough individual, Corey Worley. Corey is 0-1 in his career. Isaac making his amateur debut. Tell me what you expect from Isaac in this fight.
Isaac has actually been a huge part of my training camp, so I know how hard he is. I know how tough he is. I don't work the ground game with him. He was a huge part of my last camp. He hits hard. He's tough. He's durable. He can take it. And I'm saying his name wrong. Corey Worley. That's a huge tongue twister. Corey Worley. He was very excited to be here, but he looks like he's got game face on.
Well, as you can tell from the pickup from our microphones, folks, the crowd is going nuts. Isaac is their guy. He is from Rock Hill, South Carolina, and round one is officially underway.
I know Isaac's excited. He's been in a good headspace. He's been very excited to get in here. And like I said, he's from my gym, so it's hard not to be a little bit partial. But Cody Worley looks like he's throwing with intent.
And Corey is wearing one of my favorite all-time MMA brands. Bad Boy. I miss the old Bad Boy Valet Tudo shorts they used to wear back in the day.
This is nothing short. They are going at it.
Good overhand right from Worley there. Didn't land on Barahona, but he's throwing those heavy shots. Good middle kick from Isaac there.
Yeah, one thing we definitely train a lot is like same side kicks, so I definitely see Isaac utilizing some of the stuff we work on in the gym.
And I'll tell you what, that right hand landed again for Worley, and Isaac had enough and decided to take Worley down in a great takedown attempt there. He's got him pressed up against the cage too, so he's going to be looking to posture and create some damage here, Taylor.
Yes, Isaac does have a wrestling background, so it does not surprise me to see him go and land that wrestling shot.
Still stuck in guard. It looks like Worley's head is really pressed up against the cage here, and as you can tell anybody who's trained jiu-jitsu before, this is one of the worst places to be in because you can't stand up. You're kind of just stuck there at the whim from your opponent. Now, he did get an arm under, but he doesn't have the right positioning here for a guillotine, does he, Taylor?
No. And just like that, Isaac got out. Of course, when you get taken down like that, you kind of go into shock. You kind of say, oh, snap, what am I going to do? And again, with another takedown.
Crowd going absolutely bonkers for Isaac Barahona here, the hometown boy, raining down monster shots on his opponent here. A little bit of blood trickling down on the left side of Isaac's face, so I think those overhands did some damage before he was able to take Worley down. Good action there from Isaac.
A little bit of blood on Isaac. I don't know when he would have got cut open. It looks like he's cut open. Some of his blood's on Worley. And for the first time tonight, we have a bloody fight.
I was going to say it only took, what, 7-8 fights before we got there?
Again.
40 seconds left to go here, round number one, and another takedown from Barahona. So position's going to be important here, especially because Corey is working on that Kimura, but good job from Isaac, staying patient and getting out of that right away. One of my favorite submissions that you rarely ever see anymore is the Kimura. I wish we had more of those these days.
It looks like Isaac has very good pressure, good control.
that was the 10-second knock. You had just heard Isaac finishing this round with a bang, and that was a wonderful first round from the hometown boy from Rock Hill, South Carolina, Isaac Barahona. Taking a look at the replay here, Taylor. Tell us what we're seeing here. What's Isaac doing?
I'm looking right here. I'm sorry. This is hard for me. I'm so partial to this fight, so I'm trying to remain partial. You know, I think one of the things I would tell Isaac right now, take some deep breaths. Going for his.
Well, the takedowns really are the story of the fight so far, when really what it should be is the damage on Isaac's face. But Worley allowed himself to be taken down twice and dominate on the ground. So if I was in Worley's corner during that break, you got to tell him to avoid takedowns at all costs, keep your distance, use the push kicks like he just did now, because if you keep landing those overhand rights, you can actually knock your opponent out.
I think the key for Isaac here is to set up those shots. There was a couple of shots he went for that were successful, but were just naked wrestling shots. I think he needs to set them up, be a little sneakier with the level change. I see, as I said it, he started doing it a little sneakier with the level change, and then go for your shot, kind of hide it.
Deep breath from Isaac there, as both of these gentlemen are throwing monster shots, and that right hand lands and shakes Isaac, and he shoots in for the takedown right away.
And this is right here, this is what the kind of things like Isaac switches position, comes up in guard.
And you gotta think, if you're in Isaac's corner, this is where you want him to be in this fight. He's losing the stand-up battle, but he is definitely winning the ground game. I would tell him spend the next 5 minutes of this fight right here doing as much damage as possible. Puts his own mouthpiece back in. That's gross, but we'll take it. Good leg kicks landed by Isaac. We'll see how long the referee lets us go. Normally they tend to stand these up nowadays if not much is happening, but they're kind of letting it ride here. Good job from Worley to stand back up again.
A swing and a miss.
Well, he's almost overconfident now in that overhand right. He hasn't set it up once since he landed that last one, and now Isaac lands a shot. Another right hand from Worley. Shovel uppercut from Worley, and Isaac might be hurt.
I wish you would throw more knees. Well, Worley just, there we go, and he switches it up.
Amazing job from Isaac. He took that punishment on the chin and was still able to get Worley down.
This is where I wish Isaac would have thrown a couple of knees right before he went in. I would have softened him up. There we go.
Excellent trip, and Barahona gets Worley down again and is starting to rain down more hammer fists. Referee leaning in close, telling Worley's got to defend himself. We've already seen 2 fight stops here in the early going because fighters were not defending themselves.
I almost wish he would have took his back. He had the opportunity right there to take Worley's back, but hey, what he's doing is also working.
Good head movement from Worley. Isaac is having a tough time landing shots here, but Worley looks gassed out here. Both fighters doing their best to end this as quick as they can. 13 seconds left to go here in round 2. Is Worley going to survive this round? Isaac was trying to sell the referee to step in and stop the fight, but he did not, and it looks like we are going to go to a 3rd round in this one, Taylor.
And I am okay with that. This is a very fun fight to watch.
Both fighters completely and utterly gassed out. Their corners have to try and get those energy levels back up for the 3rd round. How do you speak to a fighter that's this tired? What do you tell them in the corner?
Well, listen, I just saw Derek from Next Level Academy give Corey a nice little bit.
It's brilliant. This is what this is all about. It's a celebration of the sport. I'm really excited. Welcome, Taylor.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. I've had such an amazing time. I've been to commentary jobs before where the night seems so long, but I have really been enjoying this night and every single fight that's been put on. It's been phenomenal, so thank you for having me.
It's been wonderful. It's great to have you, and always Chris. I'm really excited. This show is really brilliant, so we're really grateful for the people coming out to the show, and hopefully we'll get more and more. My stress levels got me so high that I almost broke a television, but it seems to be safe. So moving forward.
As Nate Diaz would say, I'm not surprised. It's not the first time I've seen you do that.
You can't have the highs without the lows. You know, Cosmos?
2 minutes left here, round number 3 in this absolute show of a fight. You can definitely tell the energy level of this round is a bit down, but Worley's still throwing bombs and Isaac's still volume on his feet. And I like that this fight is still on the feet here in the 3rd round. The crowd is going absolutely crazy, but I gotta say, and Taylor, back me up on this one. If you're in Isaac's corner, are you not telling him to take this fight down? I mean, the only way he's gonna lose, in my opinion, is getting knocked out. So don't you want this fight on the ground?
Absolutely, but no, like even in this round, like things are still working for him. He's landing great kicks. I definitely would try to set up, get him back to the ground, but I think he's having fun. It's his first fight. Why not have the most fun?
Straight left lands, and then he goes for the double leg. Fantastic job from Isaac. We must be talking loud enough for him to hear us.
And it's wild because I know I'm partial to this fight, but this is a performance of the night kind of fight right here.
Well, she's trying to sell the right guy because he's sitting in here on the commentary with us. She's trying to get her guy performance of the night bonuses. I find it hard not to disagree. Isaac's looked fantastic for a debut so far, but let's give some credit to Worley. He's taken a ton of shots, hasn't been in too much trouble yet, although he just can't seem to stop the wrestling, the superior wrestling from Isaac.
Listen, thank God he's an amateur, otherwise I get poorer tonight. You know what really amazes me is the clarity. Oh, that's it.
And the referee finally has enough, steps in, stops the bout. Thought Worley had plenty of damage, and Isaac is going to take his first win home with him. What a fantastic fight. Taylor is standing up, going crazy right now for her guy.
I'm so happy for him.
Cosmos, walk us through the end here. What'd you see?
Well, I think there's a little bit of a complaint over there from the corner, but I think it was the right decision. I think he was finished, and I think it was the right call. So, but what a brilliant debut. How much clarity did this kid have for a first fight?
He looked great.
Unfazed.
He'll have to work a little bit on his energy.